You know, a lot's been going on this week so far, and it's only been day 4 of this week, and a lot of stuff has been discussed, and people have just been saying a lot of shit, and plus people passing away or getting fired. A lot's been going on this week, man, as far as wrestling goes, and I mean, it's just weird. So I just want to get this out of the way. Rest in peace to not only rapper XXX Tentacion, but also rest in peace to Vader, passed away this week. I believe he passed away yesterday or 2 days ago. It's just weird, man. Who knows? Who knows, man? I don't know what's going on anymore. A lot of shit. It's crazy to me. But outside of that, welcome to 7 Days Podcast, guys. There's a lot of stuff to talk about, to be honest. Money in the Bank, I wanted to do a review, but I just got lazy and decided not to do it. Nothing much for me to say. It was a 50-50 show. I enjoyed the women's Money in the Bank ladder match. I did not enjoy Alexa Bliss winning, but I did like her cash-in, though. I love Ronda and Nia Jax. I like the men's Money in the Bank. AJ Styles and Nakamura were the best match of the night. And I think that's pretty much it. Everything else was just to me. I might be wrong. There might be another match I liked. Maybe Bryan and Cass and Rollins and Elias. But everything else was not really good. That's my thoughts on Money in the Bank. Also, Dolph Ziggler winning the Intercontinental title on Monday Night Raw. That was a shocker. I think either Rollins is going to be prepped up to go to fight for the Universal Championship against Brock Lesnar at SummerSlam, which I hope that's the case. Or they just I don't know. Maybe they have something different and we don't know the plans for Seth Rollins in the future. That's not regarding the Intercontinental title. I mean, he did a lot, you know, in 2 months. You know, it was a good title reign because it was mainly because of Rollins' in-ring work. Everything outside of that, I don't really know what else he's done. So I don't know, but yeah, there's that. SmackDown Live I think SmackDown Live was fantastic this week. Yeah, there was some low parts in the show. Every show has low parts, but like on SmackDown, I mean, the one thing that sticks out of my mind is not even about Rusev winning the gauntlet to become #1 contender for the WWE title against Styles at Extreme Rules, probably in the main event, but it's Jeff Hardy, because I watched the Hardys Woken documentary of the WWE Network, what was it, WWE 24, right? I watched that, and me reliving some of the things I was already aware of, or just being reminded of things that I've heard before, or seeing TNA footage in the WWE Network, it's weird to me. You know, it's weird. It's like if this was 7 years ago, 6 or 9 years ago, none of this shit would have happened. You know, that's just me. Also, yeah, Jeff Hardy was like the one thing I keep thinking about this entire week after SmackDown. The fact that, first of all, first time wearing face paint since he left the WWE back in 2009, 9 years ago. That's number one. And number two, I think he's going to be fighting with Nakamura at Extreme Rules for the United States title, which is a blessed thing to do. Outside of that, Rusev becoming #1 contender. For all those times people were saying that Rusev is getting buried and Rusev Day is going to be extincted and all that crap. Now, obviously, I don't want to be like, oh, you know, you guys assumed, you know, you make assumptions, you get messed up. Or I don't want to do something like that, because I could be saying so much good stuff right now, being like, oh, you see, Rusev ain't buried. They're gonna push him to the side. He's not gonna win the title, obviously, but he's gonna he's gonna make an impression that people will never forget about Rusev, and it would be a chance for Rusev to show everybody that he is main event worthy. But I don't want to say all that yet, because you never know what could happen 4 weeks from today. Something could happen. Who knows? Rusev might get hurt and he might get taken out of the match, or something happens with AJ Styles. Who knows? One of them might get fired. You don't know, you know. And also, they might break up Rusev and Aiden English. Just that little stint they did on SmackDown Live at the end of the show. Rusev shook the hand of Styles, you know, making the match more, like, important, right? And then Aiden English was like, let me get some of this action. Shake my hand. You know, I'm managing Rusev. You know, he's my guy. Shake my hand. Styles, he's like, are you serious? Like, do I have to shake this guy's hand, Rusev? And then Styles went to go for the shake, and then Aiden English pulled it back, like, yeah, you're too late. Your handshake card is expired. Too late. And then Styles punched him in the face, and then Rusev got a little upset at Aiden English, being like, what the fuck you doing? You know, what was that? We just had a moment. You just ruined it. It was almost like that. So they might split him up, because I feel like Aiden's going to talk a lot of shit on behalf of Rusev against Styles. And then Styles is going to prove whatever Aiden's going to say is wrong, and just going to make Rusev feel less. You know, that's what I think. But either way, it's nice to see Rusev getting his first... Nice move by Tom Phillips. I pay attention to detail. Nice fact that Rusev looking to have his first one-on-one legit WWE title match ever on pay-per-view. Wow. That's insane. And I can't wait for it. I can't wait. It's going to be exciting. I can't wait for Extreme Rules. I hope they have a stipulation with it, because I feel like a normal match on Extreme Rules, I think every match should be based off an Extreme Rules stipulation. I don't want to see a one-on-one match, because that's just fucking lame. I don't want that. But I digress. Anyways, outside of WWE this week, you know, they like more WWE news. You know, Big Cass got released. I don't know where. I'm getting ready to post SmackDown Live this week, and then I just see WWE post. I think it was Tuesday or Monday. Yeah, I was getting ready to either SmackDown Live, or I was getting ready for Monday Night Raw. Either way, I was gonna put up a video, and I just see Big Cass get fired. I think it was Pulse on Twitter who captioned, quoted the tweet, and I saw it. I'm like, the fuck did he do to get fired? What did he do? You know, and that is a lot of speculation that he skipped out rehearsals. You know, Kevin Dunn was not fucking with them, I guess, and you know, Kevin Dunn is as bad as Vince McMahon. So if you piss off one of them, you're practically done. That's just my thoughts. If they're putting Kevin Dunn on a high pedestal as a Vince McMahon, you know, because Kevin Dunn, he did something to where he's set for life in the WWE based on what people are saying. You know, it kind of makes sense that if Kevin Dunn ain't fucking with you, something wrong is gonna happen. And I guess they went to a point where they said, "See you, bye. You know, we not wishing you in your future endeavor," just like they did Enzo. Now with Enzo, it's a different story. Enzo was in an accusation like thing, you know, some crazy fool of a female, you know, accusing him just for attention. Attention whore is what they call it. But outside of that, you know, that's different. But Big Cass, he didn't do anything. And plus, also, I think, what was it, Wrestle Talk that said this? That, you know, Big Cass, he would get drunk and he would have a bad attitude when he's drunk. He went out drinking and all this other stuff. It's just weird. I don't know what's going on. You know, in the end, dude is gone. It sucks that he's gone, honestly. I feel like he could do something in WWE, but then again, the way he was positioned, it wasn't really good at the moment. But we'll see. We'll see. Maybe they might... I don't know if they like each other still. I don't know. I mean, maybe Big Cass is one of those people that just didn't like Enzo backstage in real life. Or maybe they are best friends in real life. We don't know. They might come together on a promotion and say, I'm the real one, he's the big one. I don't know. What's gonna happen? We'll find out if they plan on doing anything with each other. Apparently, Ring of Honor was gonna have a show in Madison Square Garden next year, and WWE is cock-blocking them of, making some big money in the arena. Because WWE, they plan to do a Hall of Fame in the Brooklyn Barclays Center for next year's WrestleMania, since it's going into New York, New Jersey to be exact. Ring of Honor was about to have a show, but WWE, I guess, somehow, I'm on CBSSports.com saying WWE pulled a plug on Ring of Honor in Madison Square Garden. In a recent interview, Sinclair CEO Chris Ripley dropped the bombshell that ROH had secured a date for an event to run at WWE's traditional home base, Madison Square Garden, with rumors of MSG not being pleased with WWE over recent years for running big events in the Barclays Center. And I heard it's because, Madison Square Garden is expensive compared to the Barclays Center. Barclays Center is kind of cheap. Maybe that's why. Because I'm like, why don't they... I always ask this question whenever they go to the Barclays Center. I'm like, why don't y'all go to Madison Square Garden or come to Toronto for the Toronto Air Canada Center or something? Like, why don't you go to these big big arenas anymore? What happened to the MSG? I thought you love MSG. You talk so highly, saying that your father, your Vince McMahon Sr., was the one behind MSG becoming a massive success and being known worldwide. One of the reasons why, at least. So, why don't y'all go to Madison Square Garden? And, I mean, the last pay-per-view WWE had with MSG was, I think it was the Royal Rumble. It had to be. Yeah, the Royal Rumble 2008 was the last pay-per-view featuring the Madison Square Garden Arena. And the last show they ever did on television was Monday Night Raw in 2009, when the same night when Kofi Kingston, beat the shit out of Randy Orton. Also the same night where Triple H and Shawn Michaels, DX, took on Jericho and Big Show and Jericho, and against John Cena and The Undertaker in a triple threat tag team match. Never forget that episode of Raw. That's when they also debuted Burned to the Ground by Nickelback that same day, and Miz fought MVP for the United States title to begin the show. Got you there. But yeah, I always ask the question, why don't they go to the MSG arena anymore? So, yeah, for running a big event to the Barclays Center, when they do head to New York, it seemed slightly possible that ROH could actually end up infiltrating the world's famous arena. Despite the rumored grift, though, it was distinctly pointed out that WWE still had the power to nix the event, and what do you know? They apparently have done just that. Speaking with PW Insider, ROH COO Joe Koff revealed that MSG decided to pull out of the agreement after conversation with WWE, which doesn't appear as of right now that ROH will just take its licks and retreat, though, as Koff also said that the legal team will be getting involved in the hopes the show could possibly still take place. And he has a quote here. It says, I'm gonna tell you, Mike, because you are asking, Koff said. I'm not going to discuss beyond this statement because I am not going to litigate. I think that's the word. This in the press. We had a deal with MSG, and they then told us they were backing out after communications from the WWE. We are not able to get any other dates with any kind of discussion. I'm expecting that our lawyers will be contacting all the parties involved, and the best we can hope is that we can find a resolution so we can bring the kind of energy and excitement that Ring of Honor and our partner New Japan a bigger audience to bigger arenas and to the fans of New York City. another quote saying, "You come at the king, you best not miss." It's the first thought that comes to mind regarding the situation. It's admirable that the part of Ring of Honor to attempt such a move, but in the end, apparently the rift between WWE and MSG may not be as unpleasant as it been made out to be. So I guess it's not gonna happen. I think that sucks as far as Ring of Honor goes. I mean, I'm starting to get used to Ring of Honor. I'm starting to watch it more, and I'm actually looking forward to their show. I think it's the best in the world, I believe. But yeah, I just feel like that would have been a massive success if Ring of Honor was able to, you know, have a show in Madison Square Garden, the first non-WWE event, I think, ever, or in a long ass time to have a show in Madison Square Garden. But WWE was like, nah, you can't have that here, not today, not today. Oh man, okay, what else happened? Ronda Rousey got suspended, and it's mainly because she's gonna promote a movie called, what was it, 22 something, I don't know what it was, but I saw like the commercial for it. It was okay. It was okay. I don't know. I'm trying to find what else is going on. I heard that Dean Ambrose is in the Performance Center looking to, you know, get ready to come back. Apparently, I mean, WWE said that he'd be out for 9 months. Well, it looks like he's going to be, you know, training to get back very, very soon. Which is great. You know, I just hope Dean Ambrose comes back and he's changed. Like, maybe a new hairstyle, full-grown beard, maybe new attire would help. I don't know. So just change. Maybe a darker theme song than the one he has now. You know, maybe something. I don't know. I don't know. You know, I just feel like Dean Ambrose needs to work on something for everybody to be like, oh shit, it's Dean Ambrose. I love this guy. I miss him. Glad to see him back. Then to be like, oh cool, Ambrose is back. And then like the next month, you're like, whatever. You know. Rumor of the day from Cage Side Seats that Jason Jordan is expected to return very soon, anytime. I really hope he does. I kind of miss the guy. I do. I always feel like he would benefit in some situations. I think if anyone is to face Chad Gable, have a feud with him, it would be Jordan. Like, Jordan come back and he's talking shit. He's like, oh, look at you. You're on Raw. You can measure up to my success. But in the end, you're just the dead weight of the once American Alpha team. And I proved to you that I was better. I was able to win championship gold. I was able to have high-profile matches on Monday Night Raw while you were trying to replace me with somebody else on SmackDown Live. That would have been so cool. I wish that happened. I really do. I really do. It's funny. It says here, lastly, WWE was apparently impressed with Cass and how he performed at Money in the Bank. People said that was his best match he ever had. But his issues were too much to save him. So he probably did. He did shit. Yeah, he did shit to amends. Backstage, we're like, nah, we can't have this shit no more. We tired of you. You gotta go. Bye. You know? It sucks. It really sucks. Now, people want my thoughts on Enzo Amore and his song. Let me tell you that I have no issue with Enzo Amore's song. I actually kind of like it. I get it. You know, at the beginning, it's kind of like hurtful. Or not hurtful, but like disrespectful, I guess. Where like, he has some guy sitting on a chair. I don't know if it was his mother's basement or his mother's garage, and he's watching on a little fathead TV, watching wrestling, saying it's the 25th anniversary. And then Enzo Amore and like the guy, like the fat wrestling fan that lives in his mother's basement, I guess, is watching. Or he got like a notification saying that something happened. He's like, oh, breaking news, guy. And then, you know, and then Enzo's kind of saying like, you don't know shit. You think you know shit, but you actually don't know what's going on. You know, that's basically it. And then he just rags on everybody to try to bring him down, but he's he's back up now. He's back on the surface. You know, I just love all the references he made in the song. I ain't no Bill Cosby, bitch. Everything he's done. And then my favorite line, I probably said this in the podcast recently, but my favorite line is forever. It will ever be the middle finger in the sky while I'm holding my consensual penis. That is my favorite line of this entire song. I swear to God, I have to rewatch the song. It's freaking the music video is hilarious. Just beating up like a couple of people, just talking a lot. It's weird for me to hear him in a rapping capacity as far as his voice goes, because you know, when he gets all high and his voice starts to change, it's weird for me, but I'll get used to it. Now, let me tell y'all what I've been thinking over the past couple of weeks. Leading into SummerSlam. Now, the only thing I would love to see. Now, some people are questioning why WWE gave Ziggler the Intercontinental title when they should have given it to Elias. I just think they did it out of surprise. It's like, it wouldn't be a surprise if Elias... I guess it wouldn't be much of a surprise on Elias as it would be towards Ziggler. Whereas Ziggler, it's like you know, you don't really expect him to win. You're like, he's just gonna go in there, you know, do what he does and lose. But he did. He went in and he won, and everybody's like, "The f just happened?" You know, it's weird. So I just think they just did that out of just surprise. You know, when I saw Braun Strowman won, I had a different a similar reaction to Bliss. It wasn't like when Bliss won the briefcase. It's like, why? Oh my God, you'll get this nonsense at none. It wasn't that at all. Like, you know, like that was my reaction when Bliss won. It's like, why? She just lost the title. You know, and I see people like actually happy about it. It's like, hey, if you're happy about it, shit, I'm just letting you know that we're going back in 2 months ago where Nia and Bliss fought for the women's title. So we're going back in time. So if you didn't like that, you're not gonna like what's gonna come. Just saying. But when she cashed in later on tonight, I will give her credit. That was well done. Some said that, like, it was rumored that, you know, the women's Money in the Bank ladder match was supposed to main event the show. Or no, not the women's Money in the Bank. The Raw Women's title match. That was supposed to end the show. And I can't find my remote. Where the fuck is it? Oh my God. But yeah, some say that the women's Money in the Bank was supposed to... Not the women's Money in the Bank. The Raw Women's title match between Ronda and Nia was supposed to main event the show. And then Bliss cashing in would be a great way to end the show. You know, it was a great moment. But I think... I kind of did want... now looking back, it's like I love being shocked at the end of a pay-per-view than to just, I don't know, just have someone that I kind of didn't want to win, and then I'm like, yeah, it's okay, whatever. At least he would be cashing it in and not gonna make him fail like Corbin did. So we'll see. But my thoughts on Braun Strowman winning was like, not him. Like, it was like, man, I wanted Balor or The Miz to win. God damn it. You know? It's like, he was a favorite, but I didn't think he would win, though. It's weird. But Braun Strowman, I guess he's going to go out there and be like, I want Brock Lesnar at SummerSlam. I'm going to catch, like, you know. Some people say it won't fit his character to be like an Edge or a Miz or a Ziggler or somebody that's sneaky to come out of nowhere and be like, yeah, I'm cashing this in, like an Ambrose 2 years ago. Remember that? When he had the briefcase and they played his music, but Rollins was distracted, and then, you know, when you turn around, the guy clocked in the head with the briefcase, and all that stuff. But I just think seeing say for example, Seth Rollins or Roman Reigns winning the Universal title finally from Brock Lesnar, right? The fucking title reign is over, you know? And I just really love it when people try to tell me, oh, you know, Brock Lesnar he broke in CM Punk's record. Shut your ass up. I'm not saying that because I'm a mark for Punk. I'm just saying this off of historical fact, okay? WWE title, Universal title. Different shit, okay? Different titles, okay? Just like the World Heavyweight title and the WWE title. Different championship. Different history, okay? Same shit. So Brock is the longest reigning Universal Champion in history. I don't think anyone's going to break what he's done over a year. He's held it for a year and 2 months, I believe. Yep. A year and 2 months as Universal Champion. I mean, I think anyone can do that, to be honest. You know, it's not really that hard to do. A year and 2 months. Easy thing, but otherwise, I just think the idea of somebody beating Brock finally at SummerSlam, and then, like, you know, it's like they win the championship, or like, and they either Brock Lesnar beats them up, or they're exhausted and they can't move, and then you just hear, bro, the camera slowly pans to the stage. You just see Braun Strowman smiling, holding the briefcase, like, you know what's about to happen. You know what's about to happen. And then he goes into the ring. He's like, he just takes his time. I'm gonna cash this in. Referee says he's cashing it in. Yo, you ready to defend your title? Blah blah blah. And then the bell's rung. And then Braun's just giving him a power slam. 1, 2, 3. New Universal Champion. Done deal. There you go. You know, Braun doesn't have to be like an Edge or a Miz or a Ziggler or somebody, you know, that has won and successfully cashed in Money in the Bank to, you know, be a cheap shot artist, go from behind, come to the crowd. And I just think him literally taking his time towards the ring and then winning the title, I think that would be the best way for Braun to look as far as cashing it in goes, because I think him being like, oh, I want to fight, because it would devalue the point of the multi-man match at SummerSlam or at Extreme Rules to face Lesnar at SummerSlam. It will devalue that 100%. So there's no point of Braun Strowman, and then making it a triple threat. We don't really need that, do we? Do we need a triple threat for the Universal title? No, we don't need that. Let Braun Strowman wait till the match is over, and then the second the guy wins the title, and he's like, yeah, woo, yeah, champion, whatever, and then Braun, and then he comes out slowly, like Michael Myers, Jason Voorhees type shit. He takes his time, and he just gets in the ring, and he just does what he needs to do, puts you down for good. 1, 2, 3. I can't wait. I feel like that is the best. That is the best way for Braun Strowman to cash in Money in the Bank. Not to be like RVD or John Cena telling his opponent, I'm going to cash this in later. No. I'm going to cash it in at this very day. You know, whatever. No. We're not doing that. They don't need to do that for Braun. They just let him come out and be like, yeah, like, this is good. Like how Kane did it. You know, Kane didn't need Money in the Bank, but the way Kane did it, he helped Rey Mysterio out, and then he just came back out and said, yeah, about you being champion. Yeah, that's about to change. Do something like that. That'd be cool. That would be cool. Alright, let's just get some stuff out the way. AJ Styles, well deserved, being on the cover of WWE 2K19. I guess the tagline reads, what was it again? Never say never. Which I think they should save that if CM Punk ever comes back to the WWE. That's when you should be like, yeah, never say never. Because this dude, he said it for years. He ain't never coming back. Nah. No. No interest. Stop it. You know? But yeah, Styles says, there's a challenge which I actually want to do. I'm actually gonna try this out. You know about there's a challenge where you gotta like make a video why you're gonna beat Styles to win that $1 million, all that good stuff. You know, it's weird. It's like if you have to go through like a tournament or some shit, you gotta beat people in order to face Styles. I honestly think I could beat Styles like that, but that's just me. It's weird. And it's like with me, I'm not gonna be like those cheap bastards. Hell no. If I'm gonna beat you, I'm gonna beat the shit out of you and then put you away. I'm not gonna be like those people that goes outside a lot and you know, like I'll do that I'll go outside here and there just to think like, okay, how do I take him down? He's very precise. Okay, I gotta do this. I gotta reverse on time. Blah blah blah. That's what I got. That's what I go outside for. Just to think. But people going outside just to do stupid shit. Nah, you good. Remember, the best thing about 2K nowadays, the only positive I can think of right now is that, you know, people back then online, they will go outside and they will taunt for so long to gain a finisher, go in the ring, and then beat you. Nowadays, you just taunt and it doesn't do anything, which is a blessing. Okay, so yeah, Styles being on the cover, which is a good thing. Styles, he's only been in WWE for about 2 years now. For 2 years. And it's funny. For 2 years straight, Styles has accomplished a lot. You know, from debuting in a WWE title match, Royal Rumble, right, 2016, to facing Jericho at WrestleMania, to becoming #1 contender for the title 1 day later, the Raw after Mania, fighting Roman Reigns for the WWE title, fighting John Cena months later, and then winning the WWE title on September 11th, 2016 at Backlash against Dean Ambrose. Held that title all the way to the Royal Rumble, where Cena beat him, and then took him until November 2017 to win back the championship, becoming a 2-time champ, and has never lost the title since. And if there's anyone that can break CM Punk's 434-day reign as WWE champion, it is the phenomenal AJ Styles. So it's funny how he could go through all this and still have a game where his face is on the cover. It's so cool. If I'm WWE, I will let AJ Styles go into next year's WrestleMania as the champion, where the streak or where the Punk's title reign would be broken. It would be on somebody that at least when AJ leaves, he'll not leave on bad terms, and it would be history making. It would be a good thing because at least it's someone that we all like in AJ Styles. If it's a Roman Reigns, then everybody will freaking pitchforks and fire and all that shit towards Titan Towers, or at least do that on Twitter. But yeah, outside of that, I think AJ Styles is the perfect guy right now because you made it this far so far, 200+ days. You have to do it. Please let him stay as the WWE champion until next year's WrestleMania. Please, you know. Not only winning the title months ago and then going to WrestleMania as the champion and then having to be on the cover of the video game on October 9th, but also, you know, main event of WrestleMania or being a part of WrestleMania as the champion still. Now, without losing the championship, that's cool. That's cool. You gotta think about that. About 2K19, I don't really care about the cover as like it's. I mean, it's well deserved that Styles is on it, and I really love it. It's just I'm thinking about the gameplay. Now, people are mentioning that, you know, E3 passed or it's here, and the fact that, you know, WWE 2K has not really produced anything related to 2K19 yet in the E3. It's kind of ridiculous, and I do agree with that. They always wait until SummerSlam weekend for them to show, hey, we got footage of the game now. So I don't know. Maybe their time is different. Their timing is different. Maybe that's why. We don't know. We honestly don't know. I think that's it. That's all I need to talk about. There's nothing else for me to discuss. Paige got pie faced by a dude on like during after Money in the Bank. Okay, Paige obviously. I mean. People learn. It's funny how people would say shit And then and then shit like this happened. You know, it's weird. You know, the pie face somebody says lose some weight. I bet the guy himself is a fat pig. I bet the dude himself is a piece of trash, right? In his own right. I bet. And then he just picking on somebody else. I don't know why he's telling Paige to lose weight, even though Paige looks fine to me. She looks normal, like she normally is. Obviously, if she would gain weight, it's mainly because she hasn't really done anything active, as far as being a competitor goes, because she can't do that anymore. So obviously, she might try to stay in shape, but obviously, as far as going insanely hard, as far as a competitor standpoint goes, as far as being a competitor goes. Yeah, there's not really a point for her to do that. I don't know. Everybody's different. In the end, dude, some guy pie-faced her, and she just said, look, fuck yourself. I'm going to be me. Eat a dick. I'm out. This is pretty much it, to sum it all up. And I think that's it. That's pretty much it. If there's anything else to talk about, nothing much, actually. Nothing much, yeah. You know, NXT UK is coming through, and I can't wait for that. Sami Zayn got hurt. Kind of sucks for him. Big E, they're going to have a big push one day, which is understandable because he was able to hang with Daniel Bryan, which was blessed to see on SmackDown Live. And, yeah, that's pretty much it. Nothing else to talk about. You know, just the fact that it's kind of a sad week. That not only Big Cass got fired, but also... Vader and XXX, you know, passed away this week. It's just weird, and it's kind of giving me flashbacks to 2015. I believe Dusty Rhodes passed away in the month of June, and then I think the next month it was Roddy Piper. You know, all these people are just going down so quick. It's sad. It's very sad, but. Well, they're in a better place because this world is fucked up, and it's best for them to be somewhere where it's just better than to be in a world where you don't know what's gonna happen. You can't predict the unknown. You know what I mean? It's just weird. But outside of that, I'm gonna be working on Far Cry 4 or 5. Fuck, I don't know what game it is. Also, I will be playing some PS2 games as well one day, and I'm still working on Universe Mode, so stay tuned for that. And I'll see you guys next time. Thank you guys for listening to the 7 Days Podcast. I don't know what else to talk about. Talk about Raw, talk about SmackDown, Money in the Bank, all in one. NXT Takeover. Do I need to say anything? I mean, NXT Takeover was obviously the best part of the weekend. Obviously, I was able to get home from outside just in time to watch the tag team match and moving forward to the end of the show. So, and Tommaso Ciampa winning that match, it was just great. It was a great move by Triple H or whoever's in charge as creative goes. It was a great move because obviously Gargano won, that it kind of makes Tommaso look weak, and Tommaso would have nothing to back up what he's saying about Johnny Gargano. Him getting that win, and I follow him on Twitter, and I get notifications when he tweets, because when he tweets, it's legit like one of the best things you want to see. When he tweets out, he keeps reminding us about TakeOver Chicago, where he beat Gargano with his hands cuffed behind his back. And it's funny. It's funny. And then the whole crowd. And I heard referee Charles Robinson saying that the fans were disrespectful to Reigns Mahal. Because what did they do that was disrespectful? They just chanted. That's it. They just did shit. They did what a crowd would do anyway. You know? I don't know. And a lot going on. I just a lot to think about. And by the way, as far as Impact Wrestling goes, the only thing I'm invested right now is Eddie Edwards and Sami Callihan. That is probably the best thing all year for Impact Wrestling. Sami Callihan and Eddie Edwards, from the the baseball bat, the steel bat, to the eye of Eddie Edwards, to just now where Eddie almost fucked up Sami Callihan, where Dream had to stop him, and his wife got involved, and then Impact, you know, obviously thing was Eddie Edwards was heated and he was emotional. You know, he shot Tommy Dreamer with the kendo stick across the skull, and Tommy was offended. He's like, I did so much for this company, and this is what I get? Fuck out of here, I'm out. You know, it's the best thing Impact has ever done. And if there's anything I love about wrestling, is story. Story lines, obviously, are the best thing about wrestling. That's all I get to say about that. Hope you guys enjoy the 7 Day podcast. Like I said, Universe Mode, Far Cry 5, and old PS2 games will be coming to the channel very soon. Hope you guys enjoyed this podcast today here on Thursday at 3:30 plus p.m. afternoon. Hope you guys enjoyed. Leave a like, subscribe, and thank you guys. I'm out. Later.